USA. Good.
Thank you very much. As he told you, I'm Jeff Cole, and I am the man in charge at Supermind Pathways, and I'm just so excited to be here. Thank you guys for being here today with me. I'm really glad to be able to tell you what my team and I have developed and what we're bringing to the world. And it all started with me having mental health issues. How many of you out there have mental health issues? Oh, like nobody's raising their hand except for these very brave people. We don't even want to talk about it, do we? Well, I suffered for 7 years with this very weird issue. I would go to sleep fine, and I'd wake up before I could think straight. I knew that I should just kill myself. I had a very bad depression that no one could help me with. All the doctors, all the equipment, and the whole facility here couldn't help me figure out how to get better. So I started to study the workings of the mind through psychology. I became a great coper. And through this process, I was able to cure myself and then bring it back into the practice. And I've helped more than 3,000 people change their lives. Mental health, according to the World Health Organization, is a global crisis. It's the #1 cause of disability. And this has been for a number of years. This is kind of scary. And that's just the reported stuff. I asked you guys who has mental health issues, 2 people raised their hand. It's a lot worse than we know. And the big problem is the world has developed, and yet our nervous systems haven't. And we don't, how much time do we spend developing our nervous system? Almost none. The reality is we process more than 175 times more information in a single day than we did 100 years ago. And we're still functioning with the same nervous system from 200,000 years ago. So this issue is, unfortunately, the traditional systems are not resolving. It's getting worse every year. So all the pills, all the talk therapy, all it's doing is putting on Band-Aids as we get worse and worse. So that's really because psychology has not been a science until now. And that's what we at Supermind Pathways have developed, this great process where we can grab objective data from the nervous system to objectively score mental health issues so that we can understand where you are and have a whole system of brainwave-driven therapy. So it's not based on subjective data. And any statisticians in the room know that objective data is where the science is. Subjective data is about 65-70% accurate. And we start with this scoring model, and then we go through the QEEG brain mapping, teach through neuropsychoeducation, self-directed neuroplasticity, and mindfulness-based stress reduction techniques to help the person change their brainwave and be able to do it for the rest of their lives. And this is why more than 92% of our patients have more than 50% change in 3 areas of mental health. I'm not up here to just help you fix one issue. We're helping change the way the world functions. And that's why our system has gone up. I have no idea what that means. Oh, great. So our sales have increased 600% in the last 3 years, and we're on track to keep growing that through our licensing model through mental health professionals worldwide. We're starting this process in the US at the major cities to be able to grow this and then get into the market. We are starting next quarter in New York and Palm Beach, and soon we'll be with our wearable at over 1,000% growth. We've got a team of doctors, psychologists from Yale, UCLA, Harvard, all on our team helping bring this.
End time. Jeffrey, thank you so much. I hate to interrupt people, that's why I'm trying to give them a bit of a warning here.
All right, well, let me say one more thing.
Jeffrey, I have to stop you there, my friend.
You let the other guy one more thing.
No, I'll give you a bit of action
Okay.
time. Please be kind to me, okay? Right, I've got to stop you there. He's a very passionate founder, innovator, as you can see. Over to our judges.
Can you just unpack the licensing model a little bit? How much of it's recurring, non-recurring? How much training do I need to have to be licensed? What does the economic model look like?
So for a very small upfront fee of $10,000, we train 2 people to be able to bring the equipment into their office in a 20-hour training program, and with ongoing fees per session. So the economies grow as you grow worldwide. And we have full support, and the systems are all very effective.
So it seems that if you can go to the slide where you put all your go back. All the things that you have, the process that you have. You started with go back. There, this one. So which one of all this process is your secret sauce? Because the way that you described it, it was, well, we took all the science there, we created this pathway, and where is the secret sauce here?
So we've discovered the biomarkers from QEEG technology for mental health issues. So that's the secret sauce. So when people sit down, we do a 15-20 minute analysis and determine what percentage of anxiety, depression, PTSD they have. And then through these transformational sessions, help them get rid of those things. We're not just trying to teach them how to cope. We help them develop their own nervous system to live without the patterns that cause anxiety, depression, PTSD.
So you said 36, how many biomarkers?
228.
And those are clinically validated with the trials that you've done, the clinical trials?
So what I've done is brought together 3 evidence-based, FDA-approved modalities. One of those is neurofeedback, and there's study after study after study that shows the biomarkers that we're using. I'm doing on top of that a relational analysis of the brainwaves, so I've added a component to that.
And you patent that? Can you try to protect the intellectual property in general?
Yeah, Cooley, we had an opening conversation with them. We're on the whiteboard for that.
And when we talk about recurrent model, how many sessions on average each patient goes through?
That's a great question. On average, they go through 10 visits of 2 hours, 2.5 hours.
Are you training the clinics on how to talk about these treatments as additional options so you can drive up their own available?
Yes, their fee will be fixed with us per session. They can charge whatever they want, whatever they think is important. And we're going to train them on all of these different kinds of issues. And these are our results.
You had any relapses?
So when you say relapse, this is a biological component we have, right? We're walking around with. And unfortunately, the nervous system remembers trauma, and people are affected by that. We will teach you how to handle traumas better. However, you have a new trauma, your nervous system is going to go into a trauma pattern. And that's probably good for you. Then our process will then teach you how to get out of that pattern. So is there a relapse? Sure, momentarily. But everyone who goes through our program, once they practice what we've taught them, are able to go through things like that. I just want to say, I have the best job on earth. In my practice, every week, we have miracles. So come join us and help us go worldwide.
Thank you so much. Jeffrey, thank you so much. Well done. Thank you so much. Well, last but certainly not least is Eric McDavid, the CEO of Intelligent Biopharma from USA. Over to you.
Thank you. So I'm Eric McDavid, the CEO of Intelligent Biopharma.